everyone. I'm Anne Marie. I am the founder of Carrot Houses. We make wellness and sustainability games. I have worn many different hats, often to do with games and play. Just a few facts about myself. I taught game design in Singapore 10 years. I have published a couple books. My most recent one was on mobile games. It was called Transnational Play. And this is our newest game at Carrot Houses, which is a nutrition game focused on sustainability. And the name of the game is Fruity. I've been working on it off and on for almost a year now. You start out building recipes, and you start out in California. And when you earn enough planet tokens by making sustainable food choices in your recipe building, you can travel to Spain or you can travel to Brazil and hopefully other places after that. So the basic gameplay is pretty simple. You're building recipes, you're dragging them into this bowl up here in the California bowl recipe. And you get combos where you combine certain ingredients together. Like if you combine raspberry, which has vitamin C, with mish, which has iron, you get a bio combo, and you get more wellness coins that way. And you also get planet tokens for making sustainable food choices, which you also can learn about. So there's a lot of info screens that are further on in the game where you can learn about glycemic indexing. You have a glycemic index meter, which shows you your blood sugar levels. I've worked with 2 different nutritionists on this game. I am currently working with a nutritionist named Janan Bana, who's a professor at University of Hawaii. Oh, sorry, I got to say near the mic. I got all this into like pointing stuff out. So, so this is the new vitamin rainbow metric, which shows you the profile of the vitamins in your recipes. And so you can see, get different levels and see, how wonderful your produce is, your big vegetables. So, it's a game for people who like cozy games, who like to food, and who are also into health and nutrition and also care about the environment. And I am looking for play testers right now. I just finished the Spanish tapas level, and that level also lets you make choices that aren't so healthy and aren't so good for the environment. So when I was doing playtesting, I learned that people wanted to be able to learn from their mistakes. They didn't want to only eat healthy food. So, I added that level recently, and I'm really happy if people would go to the QR code up there and scan and get the game of play. And yeah.
So I think having it available so people can play it is very helpful and stuff like that. I have questions about like, what's the balance between, the gameplay element and like the educational kind of meta component. I think it's a great concept. I think it looks like a lot of fun. I just don't know, like from a play standpoint, like how I would actually, like what it is, I guess, obviously what it is, but like, how much of it is like on the sustainability end, is there any kind of like farming component, or is it like a buying and selling from different locations? I want to know more, which is why I said it's great that you can download and play it. But I'm kind of wondering if maybe some of that at least could have been kind of, in the pitch a little bit more. So there was a little bit more about how this actually progresses through a gameplay and what's compelling about playing it. What's the challenge? Is there any kind of, difficulties or progression and stuff in the gameplay that makes me want to continue playing it? So.
Okay, yeah, there's a built-in carbon calculator that gives you planet tokens based on the choices that you make in your recipes. And then if you get enough planet tokens, you can travel more. So it's sort of incentivizing you to make the more sustainable choices. Otherwise, when you get to Spain, you might get stuck there and never be able to leave. So,
see, some kind of stuff. I think what if you could find a way to concisely and succinctly put it into kind of like a pitch thing, just like a couple seconds of background stuff. I think that would have actually benefited.
Okay, thank you so much.
I think what would be cool is if you start off with the slide, but then go into a live demo. Like I know you like walking around. I said, yep, on your phone with you.
I was like, I'm so big, I can.
Yeah, or you have your phone with you, the mirror. I think you could maybe have a cut down build that we can kind of get through the loop faster and show up all the screens. And you go in and say, hey, I'm doing this, like go to this place, and this is how you build a recipe, go on to the next thing. Just like a cut down, like quick way to get through it. I think it would be a really cool way to show it up.
Okay, thank you.
This is my second time hearing a little bit about this, so I have some context from your larger deck, but I am curious, just so I'm a little bit still like fuzzy. This isn't like you actually making food choices as a gameplay mechanic. It's you assembling virtual meals for yourself to practice the thinking behind deciding what to eat. Correct.
You are building really simple recipes, and then you get a screen which you're not seeing here with all your health stats and your sustainability stats, and then you can get into deeper screens like this one here and learn about, on this particular recipe for California Bowl, this is the profile of it.
Got it. So, but you're not actually eating as a person and like recording that in any way. You're just making recipes virtually as a learning experience.
I've done some playtesting with friends where we use the same ingredients and we eat them and try them out in different combinations. But no, that's not actually part of the game.
Cool. So it's really teaching healthy eating habits more than it is like a tracker app, right?
Correct.
Okay. Correct. Yep. Cool. Yeah, I mean, overall, I would just break this into honestly, each of these stacks could probably do its own slide. And you can talk, maybe even add one for Curie Houses about your mission as a brand. Because I think that's the biggest selling point here is it might not even need to be like the most fleshed out gameplay mechanic ever, but you're selling how you can balance education with exciting gameplay. So really, I guess top off each of us equally, because I think you're going to find investors on both the game side and maybe more of a wellness brand side.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I really like the presentation. I like that you were walking around, even though we do have the audio problem today of the mic. I thought that was pretty fun. I really like that it's one slide. However, that also is kind of the Achilles heel that I didn't get to see the gameplay. I didn't get to see traveling to Italy and then seeing, here's a screen, you're in Italy, here's a restaurant menu, make some stuff. I didn't really get the core loop of the gameplay side of it. I did understand the educational side of it, are creating these things to make something at the end that you can learn from. I thought that was great, but I think it could have had another slide showing what the game actually looks like there's an example level. He also mentioned there's a tapas level, and I was like, why is that? Why are there greasy food in a fruit game? It shouldn't just be fruit. I don't know if maybe the name, if it is going to be a whole like educational game about healthy choices, and I'd hone in on making the title as simple as possible to say what the game is about, because it seems like you can do more than just fruit. Also, I wouldn't add iron to anything. I would just take it from the as the nutrients for what it is. But you have to put into the bowl there. I thought that was silly.
Oh, no, mint, there's iron inside mint. So when you combine it, it increases the bioavailability of that micronutrient.
Got it. Yeah, see, I would have to learn that. So thank you. Good job.
Thank you.